Hey, so I'm gonna get everything set up, and then we are going to get into it. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see. Thank you for being here. Let me get all this stuff set up. Yeah, just take me 1 second. All right. Let's cut this headset on. Let me see if we can get a new file. All right, so thank you for being here. So I do everything on the fly, everything on the fly. Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. So we had our 20-year class reunion in Memphis. Shout out to Drea for the tumbler. We went to Hamilton High School, and it just brought back a lot of memories. So I do everything on the fly. That's what doing everything intuitively really means. I do what I feel. And I felt like this would be a good topic to talk about. When I saw the pictures of my husband and me, I said, okay, a lot of my clients ask me about that. Like, how did you manifest love? Did you want to get married? How do you do these things? And I often say, what everybody else says, it comes when you least expect it, because that is what happened to me as well. It came when I least expected it. I was, as I said in my post, on my way back to Memphis. I had finished my travel nursing assignment, and I was just done. I did so many assignments, 20 something assignments, and I was done. I was like, man, this ain't it. Traveling the world, traveling the country, really, living out of a suitcase, because I never renewed an assignment. 3 months everywhere, because I get tired. I'm like, all right, deuces. I don't want to see y'all no more. And so I said, this ain't it. So I called my mama, and I was like, I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back home to Memphis, and I'm just gonna plant my roots and stay. And then this girl said, I think she sent me a message on Facebook, and she was like, you ended your assignment, but we didn't get to hang out with you. So you should come to my birthday party tonight. And I was like, I'm really not in the mood. I'm just trying to, get out of this city, because I hated Atlanta. Too many people, too much traffic. Don't get me Atlanta folks, but I did not like it. I was ready to go. And she's like, come to the party. And she turned out to be the best friend of my husband. I didn't know all of this. And so he was there, and conversation started after the event, and the rest is history. Okay, so I promised I would teach you more about how to manifest love. So the reason why that relationship was able to happen in the first place was because I was in a funky mood about, being all over the place. I kind of realized, hey, this travel nursing stuff is kind of lonely. I don't think I thought this was what I wanted, to just shoot from place to place, but no, I really want to make roots and to be stable. And so through it all, I was still open to the possibility of whatever God had for me, Whatever the universe let flow in my direction, I was open, but I wasn't waiting. I wasn't going on dates like, I'm looking for my husband. How much do you make per year? What do you do? Do you pay for the first date? Do you believe in taking care of a woman? I wasn't doing any of that. I was living my life. I was going to the gym. I was really just enjoying myself, enjoying the city, but I was still open to whatever might occur. And so I met my husband that night. Of course, I didn't know he was my husband. I just was like, okay, this dude got a cool vibe. That's the first thing. We often pick up on the vibe and we're like, okay, I could vibe with this person. But then if you got it in your mind that, a blocked heart chakra would be, what can he do for me? What does he bring to the table? How much money does he make? What kind of car does he drive? All of this stuff that has nothing to do with connection, honestly, that's a blocked heart chakra. You shouldn't be thinking about any of that when you're just having a conversation with somebody. And secondly, on the flip side, conversely, you shouldn't be like, God, is this the one that I've been praying for? Either. It should just be, plain, cool, nice conversation with, you know, in my opinion, really no intention. You just, the same as, if you're heterosexual woman and you're talking to a girl that you work with, it should be the same way if you talk to a guy that you work with. It shouldn't be, is this potentially somebody I can date? That stuff happens eventually. So that's what we mean when we say friendship first. And when we say friendship first, it doesn't mean that you got to be friends for 18 years. You could be friends for a couple hours, a couple days, whatever floats your boat. But it should be just communicating with another human type of energy in the beginning. And that's what it was. I was like, oh, he got a cool vibe, but I'm not looking for anything. And don't have that conversation. That's where we also mess up at. We've been hurt before and we come in like, so I just want to be friends. I'm not looking for anything. Let's just kick it. And like I tell y'all all the time on my posts, energy flows regardless. Y'all can talk about all this stuff about dating multiple people at a time, which is fine if that's what floats your boat. You can talk about this casual sex and this casual kicking it. But at the end of the day, the energy is going to flow regardless, and some type of stronger connection is going to form if you keep communicating with somebody. So that's the thing. You can't have those conversations like, I don't want anything, I just want to be your friend. Because then once that connection starts, because the more that you communicate with somebody, even when you're in somebody's presence, an energy cord is forming. Or even when you think about them in a deeper way, an energy cord is forming. So when you go in like, I don't want nothing, your heart chakra is blocked. You shouldn't even be having that conversation. You should just be open to the possibilities, whatever the universe lets flow to you. And so that's a number one mistake, because they're never going to let you get out of that box most times if you put it up there. Well, you said we were just friends, and then after a while you like, what we doing? And they like, well, we just friends. So that's how a lot of situationships happen. But back to the open heart chakra, just being open to the possibilities, just vibing, just kicking it. We're not doing deep stuff, too soon. Whatever time, there is no set timeline, whatever timeline it is for you, but you're just kicking it and being open to the possibilities. The other thing is, an open heart chakra is not dogging your ex. All right. So if you are dogging your ex, talking crazy about your ex and what this person didn't do and what that person didn't, what he or she didn't do and how they treated you and all of that, that's a blocked heart chakra. You're emotionally unavailable and you don't know it. People are going on these first dates having conversations. So why are you single? And then they say, well, my ex did this and that, yada, yada, yada. All of that conversation honestly shouldn't be had, because that's a sign that you're really emotionally unavailable, or you're blocked, or you're still stuck there. You can say, well, I'm divorced, or I just got out of a relationship, fine. But when you go all the way in, yeah, he didn't treat me right and he was doing this and he was doing that, and I say this because I've been there, that's a blocked heart. First of all, even if you move forward with that blocked heart chakra with the person that you're communicating with, it's not going to go well, because it's on top of the energy that, oh, this is what you tolerated. This is what you've been through before. Oh, I can do this and this because she or he already been through it. Or even if they're coming in genuine, they're still coming in on top of your heart having a covering over it, or a void. A void and decreased heart energy is still, that we use the term block because the energy is not flowing. You're still not an open, healthy heart chakra when you go on and on about your ex. This is why the trauma bonding is a sign of blocked heart, a sign that you'll potentially have connection issues in that relationship if it goes forward. But so many people say you can fix yourself by getting another relationship, or multiple people, what am I trying to say? You're connecting with somebody else because during the time that you've been hurt and you haven't taken the time to like really heal, or really just get to know yourself and what you like and things like that. You're going into another relationship like, oh, he's broken, I'm broken, we can fill the void and heal each other. No, because brokenness is a sign of a blocked heart chakra. Both of you are in a state of brokenness. How is any positive energy going to flow into that and open it up? And then if you got one person that's open, that happens a lot. One person that's open to the possibilities, open to love. They've done work, they've healed, they have self-esteem, they have self-confidence, they know what they want, they know their passions and all of this. Then somebody else comes in like, I just got a relationship, I was hurt, da 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 da. Do you hear the difference? This person over here, I just got a relationship, they did this and this to me, but now I'm single. It's already draining this person, because this person is probably talking about their passions, what they like to do, because that's an open heart chakra. It means you feel filled and fulfilled, and you can say, this is who I am, this is what I like to do, this is what makes me smile, these are my passions, all of those things. You have a different conversation, a different vibe, a different energy. But if you got somebody with blocked heart chakra, they're damaged in the heart energy. There's a heart energy imbalance. They're more talking about their feelings, their emotions, what hurt them, what they don't want going forward. All of that is draining, and it's a sign that the heart has an imbalance. So they're looking for something to fill that space from what happened to them, instead of going to find their passions, going to find what they love. And this is why when you least expect it, you meet the one, because you're actually working on your heart chakra. When you go do what you're passionate about, you enjoy yourself, you go for a massage, you put your feet in the grass, you put your feet in water, you just basically, when we say find yourself, you spend time with yourself and you enjoy who you are. And then when you connect with somebody else, it's like, I wasn't even looking for this, and I got my person. That is because your energy was not all clogged up and nasty and messy, full of grief from the loss of your relationship, full of dislike and unforgiveness and all of this. You had space, an open heart chakra, and you were also emitting a more positive energy. So that's very, very important to the energy that you emit. So we say all the time, what you focus on is the energy that you bring to the table. So if you focused on, and not even focused on it in the conscious mind, the conscious mind is like you're aware that you're focused on it. The subconscious mind is like it's back there hiding out somewhere that you have some hurts. And so you're coming forward into these type of relationships with these hurts and these traumas in the background, and your subconscious mind is focused on it, because that's why you coming in like, what can you do for me? What do you have? What type of job do you have? Because the last one rode your car like crazy, and things like that. And so you're trying to make sure this doesn't happen to you again. But that's the sign that your heart energy is not open. All right, so I break this down even more in session. I don't want to make this too long to where it gets confusing, because some of this stuff is specific to you as well. When we feel your energy, when I hear your story and feel the vibes that are coming from you, there's a lot of specific information about what you need to do based on what you've gone through. So I don't want to make this too confusing, but basically an open heart chakra is like, I am open to the possibilities. I'm not protecting myself and saying, well, this happened to me before, so before I go into this, I'm gonna make sure I do this, I'm gonna ask him this, I'm gonna ask her that, I'm gonna make sure this and make sure that. All of that is a blockage. You should just be open to how it flows. I'm not saying be stupid and you see these red flags, but again, we're talking about doing everything intuitively. When we do everything intuitively, that means we stop and we focus and we think about what's flowing and what we feel. So if you're doing everything intuitively, you will be able to pick up on the red flags. I tell my clients all the time, people say, follow your heart. I don't say follow your heart. I say follow your intuition. Follow your intuitive guidance, because when you follow your heart, especially if you got a blocked heart chakra, it's going to tell you, oh, this person is dangerous. They're going to hurt me. I've been hurt before. All people ain't boo-boo. They ain't boo-boo. They going to do this and this to me. That's what following your heart will do. And then if your heart is like very big and open and like, I really, really want a relationship. I've been praying to God. I really, really want to be married. You can't follow that heart either. Because their heart gonna be like, are you my husband? Just like the little children's book. Are you my mother? Are you my mother? Are you my husband? And you can't have that energy, because people can feel that. I tell my clients all the time, men, and I have men clients, male clients and female clients, men and women, but men are very, very up on this spiritual stuff. They just call it game. Well, we call it game. So they are very up on it. So when you have that energy, like, are you my husband? They can feel that. Anybody can feel that. And so when they coming at you like, what's up, little mama, da 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 da, and you like, why did he do that when he knew I had been hurt? Because he could feel that energy that you were open and had a void and wanted so bad for this. So it comes off as a vulnerable type energy. And I know it's kind of contradictory. It's like, I thought manifesting was focusing. We are focusing on happiness. We are focusing on genuine love, genuine relationships. When we are asking for things and manifesting, we're saying it specifically, but not specifically like, I want a husband. I need a husband. You want general love and fulfilling relationships. Put all that in the forefront, and then you can add on, I would also like to be married. If that is what aligns with me in this moment. And if it doesn't align with me in this moment, I still want it when it's my time. That's how you should say it. And that makes it different than, I want it right now. Give me my husband right now, because then everybody is potentially your husband, and you are potentially open to getting hurt by anybody and everybody, because you prayed last night, I need my husband, I need a sign today, and who walks, what's his name, I don't know, Boris, and you like, okay, this is my husband because I prayed real hard last night, and Boris ain't for you. We'll just say it like that. But back to my situation, I posted that I had been married before. A lot of my clients don't know that. A lot of my friends don't know that. A lot of people don't know that because I'm young. They say I'm not so sure about being young. I'm old at heart, but I'm 37, and in my first marriage, I didn't have any kids or property or any of the stuff that wears you out when you decide that it's not right. So I was able to leave. We were able to dissolve that marriage, and I think I was married for only like a year, maybe 2 years, but it just wasn't right. I married my high school sweetheart, so I had been with him forever in high school and college, and you are totally different people when you get grown. And so I say dogging your ex is a blocked heart chakra, because you should be able to see that it's nobody's fault, honestly, if you aren't an energetic match. If, one person, I'll just use my situation for example. One person is all on a roll and all of that, and then you got the class clown. I don't like the word clown, but the person who makes everybody laugh and is fun, that's fun in that moment. So it's not their fault if in the future it's like, this ain't it, because we grown now and you still trying to make folks laugh. You can't really dog out your exes if you have a open heart chakra. You recognize that, these things happen. This person is who this person is. I am who I am. The life path is just different, and maybe they need to take their class clown skills and be a comedian, and all this stuff is what their life path is, and maybe your life path is over here to be a nurse and to travel and all that. It's basically just recognizing we weren't an energetic match when we got grown. It served a purpose in high school. So when you come to the point of realization, like, it's nobody's fault, you know what I mean? We are grown. You will start to be open to meeting your person if that's what you want. All of this stuck on what happened, no matter what happened in any situation at work, in a relationship, in the family, both parties could have done something differently, even if one party should have done more differently. So it's really just recognizing those lessons, and again, doing everything intuitively and going forward. So when I met my husband now, my forever person, it's like I was open. Some things happened in my past, but I didn't sit there and let that determine how I would treat somebody else or how I would approach a new relationship. Yes, there are times where your traumas, your pain, what happened to you can come forth and you can be like, okay, I'm handling this situation, especially in the beginning. We're 7 years in now. I'm handling this situation because of what I've experienced in the past. Like all of the separate bank accounts and all the stuff that people do. Honestly, that's strange to me because you come into the marriage to be one, but then it's like, I got 18 bank accounts over here. You got 18 bank accounts, and we ain't got no bank accounts together just in case something happened. You know, I'm going, we're not putting our money together. I mean, whatever floats your boat, whatever aligns and resonates with you and your relationship and your marriage. But that situation is very interesting when you think about the spiritual side of things and the heart chakra to come in like, I'm not going to join anything, but, you know, I'm going to stand at this altar and sign these papers, but I'm not going to completely join together. I don't know. And I do understand it because we've all been through so much. We've all been burned. But just know that there is a possibility for you to find your forever person, and you can join on a genuine level and not a, I got these steps so I can get out of it. And first and foremost, a lot of times it's the way you enter. I grew up in the church, so they tell you it's better to marry than to burn and all that. I mean, I know what the book says, but in that verse and in that statement, we still have to take our time, use discernment, use our intuition, do everything intuitively, and not just rush into a marriage because of your upbringing. And that can be very detrimental on all levels, especially the root chakra. Your root is all about your balance. It's all about who you are. It's all about your sense of abundance and your belief system. So when you come in, you know, with the beliefs that were handed to you and they don't necessarily resonate with you, or you make decisions based on what grandma said, what mama said, what uncle said, you can end up in unfulfilling situations, unfulfilling relationships, and unfulfilling marriages. So yes, all of this is about doing everything intuitively, doing what you feel in your core, from your third eye. You feel it in your mind first. This is something that I'm thinking about doing it. Then you feel it in your core, in your solar plexus, and it's like, I feel it in my gut that this is something that may be okay. You're still not running full force because you need your heart energy to be open and say, okay, I'm open to the possibilities. I'm not protecting, I'm not blocking. Because when you come in protecting and blocking, they feel that and they're going to protect and block. And, you know, it's going to be a relationship that's kind of both people, the tug of war type of relationship, the competition type of relationships. One person do this, the other person do this. You did this to me, so I'm going to do this to me. All of that is blocked heart chakra. So I said in my post, a lot of people are single with blocked heart chakras. They are dating with blocked heart chakras, and married and divorced with blocked heart chakras. I see a lot of people with blocked hearts. And it's like, how do I unblock this heart? It's a process. We do it in session. We bring energy to the heart chakra, bring awareness to what has happened to you. When you take that deep breath in session, like, you are receiving the intuitive healing, you are receiving the energy, whether it's virtual or in person, you are receiving and bringing awareness to that heart. So that is opening it up when the energy starts to flow and you can breathe instead of having that tightness and that protection and that unforgiveness. How do you keep it open should be the question. A lot of people are, well, most people are new to this. Even though if you've heard of a chakra, you're still new to it because everybody says, how do I unblock my chakras? The question should be, how do I heal my chakras? And that's the main reason why I kind of started going away from the one session offerings and more towards having clients sign up for the program, because there is a confusion that I just do one session and open my heart chakra, open all my chakras, and I'm good for a lifetime until I decide, 7-8 years later, I need to open my chakras again. Y'all, your chakra can be blocked the next day after having a session. That is why when I'm talking and I'm breaking all this down and I'm explaining to you what to do going forward, that is the most important part. Not the, okay, D, do your special magic healing work and now my chakra is open. Yes, it's open, but if you didn't listen to anything I said, if you didn't do what I put in that email for follow-up, if you aren't working on your energy and your chakras continuously, you probably got blocked pretty quickly and you're going on about your happy life like nothing works for me. I even got my chakras open and I'm still sad within a week, because it's not that nothing works for you, it's that you didn't get a good understanding of this chakra thing. Chakra means spinning energy, wheel of energy. So you can open it and get the energy going, but whatever blocked it, whatever caused it to be blocked, needs to be dealt with. You can't come to me and get chakra work and then go on back into your situation and experience the same things, make no changes, and like, I got my chakras open, so now I'm good to go in this relationship that I don't feel fulfilled, in this job that I don't feel fulfilled. In all of these situations in my life, I just need to go get my chakras open one time and I'm good. It doesn't work like that. Okay. You can come get them open the one time if you like, but listen to me. Please, please, please listen to me when I'm explaining, because you got some work to do. When you come in and that chakra is blocked, and most of the time when you finally come, it's a lot of them blocked because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and like, I'm just going to let all this pile up, and when I feel overwhelmed, that's when I need my chakras opened. And that's not how it works. You should be getting chakra work all the time, honestly, at least once a month. All the time we should be working on our energy. So it's not waiting until you're a murky sponge of emotions and all this stuff has happened to you, and it's like, I just need something to help me. I need my chakras open, because you're going to feel good. But then when you start to feel your stuff again, your traumas that are deep down in there, all this stuff that you need to unpack and uncover, you're going to be in a state of, why didn't that fix me? Something is severely wrong with me, because even opening my chakra didn't fix the problem, because you need to do the work. Doing the work is what chakra healing is. Shadow work, therapy, all the things where you go in and you unpack and you uncover. So in these programs, the Listening Hands Elevation Program and the D.E.I. Doing Everything Intuitively program, that's the one that is virtual. I have clients even out of the country. So you don't have to say, when I get down to Atlanta, I'm going to come to you. You can start now working on this energy, working on these chakras, opening up yourself to what is for you. It's more than opening yourself up to the possibilities. We are able to attract what is for us when we are doing the work and we understand energy. So that is what I am doing in these programs, is I am teaching people and helping people heal and doing the intuitive healing. So each time we connect, we're opening those chakras again. And honestly, we're doing sessions sometimes weekly for some people because they're going through a lot, and when they come back, there is a blocked chakra. Okay, so it's not a one-time magic thing that you should be scared of because I'm doing some spooky hocus pocus stuff that doesn't align with God. I'm kind of going on a rant because it's a lot when somebody comes to me like, I don't know if I should be doing this, you know. My pastor said, and all of that is it's a lot for me because I grew up in church. I believe in God. This stuff that this healing work is in alignment. It's not any spooky hocus pocus. I am invoking crazy stuff. It's healing work, it's therapy, it's integrative medicine. It is what we need to get to the point of healing as a people. It is what we did culturally. We knew how to heal. How do you think our ancestors got through so much that we these days could not go through with the practices that we have? How do you think they went through so much if they didn't do this healing work and went within and released on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, stayed in a space of gratitude, added more energy in by laying in the sun, praying, meditating, all of the things that we do in the program, energy healing, somebody giving you love and filling you up, the energy healing, all of that is in our culture, no matter who we are. People are afraid of it because they don't understand it. And we've been convinced that the natural ways, the integrative ways, the intuitive healing ways are evil or not positive. And that is very disheartening because you literally have the ability to raise your vibration if you do the right things and know what you're doing. So that is what we do in the programs. We go deep, we heal, we manifest, we create fulfilling lives, and it's beautiful. So many success stories. So if you want to know more, the link is in the bio, thelisteninghands.com. You can fill out an application and we will go in and do your chakra work. But most importantly, you will learn how to heal and how to move forward with open energy so that you can attract everything that is for you. Thank you for being here. Have a great day.